Hello, this is Grace Wangler. The during reading strategy that I have and I'm going to talk about today is the poster strategy. So, the poster strategy is a strategy that is to be used during and after reading a passage of text. This strategy has students working in small groups and they do it without talking. The materials that this strategy uses is like a big poster paper with the text or article put in the middle of it with a colorful writing materials for the students to write, and each student should have their own different color. So, the way to do this strategy is that before you start it with the students, you are going to find an article or text that creates questioning and interest for the students. And then, once you have found that article that you want to use, you are going to then attach it to the middle of a piece of poster paper with enough space around it so that students are able to write. So once you have that figured out and set up, you are going to organize students into groups of 3 or 4 and have them sit at a table with one poster sheet and writing material for each student. Or so there's going to be one poster for all for the group, and then each student should have their own different color of writing material. Then the second step is going to be, as the teacher, you're going to read the passage, article, text out loud, and the students are going to write what they like, write or draw what they hear, feel, and then also questions they may have. During this time, students are not talking, they are thinking about it, writing it, and they are saying it, or they are doing it for themselves. And then the next step is going to be you're going to have the students then read the text or passage or article to themselves and then continue on with what they're either writing, drawing, and then adding on to what they already have. The next step is going to have the students talk in small groups about their writings and drawings and questions they may have, and then you'll bring them together as a whole group and talk about what they talked about in their small groups and then questions they may have from the article and what they took from the article. So, an example of this is you have the group working together. There's the table with the poster and the article in the middle. Ideally, you'll have the full article in the middle or in text or passage. And then, as you can see, each student has their own color and they're writing their questions or their ideas that they have. This is like an in-person example, so I wasn't able to fit my whole article on there, so I just made a small little mock-up of it, and that is the article I have with a little summary. But like as you can see, like each student, they can be saying the same things, but they all have their own color, as well as they can do drawings and diagrams of what they are thinking or feeling or questioning. That is the poster strategy. Thank you for listening.